We have already discussed how to construct an ellipse by the concentric circle method. In this video, we are going to see how to construct an ellipse by the oblong method. Now, the question will remain the same. The major axis and minor axis of the ellipse are 80 mm and 60 mm respectively. So, with the same values of major axis and minor axis which were used in the concentric circle method, the ellipse will now be drawn by a new method which is referred to as the oblong method. So let us learn this method step by step. This page cannot be used any further, so let me use a new page. So now we are going to learn how to construct an ellipse by the oblong method. So here also the initial part of the construction is similar to the concentric circle method. We are going to draw the major axis and minor axis. So let this be the major axis whose length is given in the question as 80 mm. So the major axis is 80 mm. We are calling the two ends of the major axis as A and B. Again, the minor axis will be drawn in such a way that it passes through the midpoint of the major axis and both the axes bisect each other and are perpendicular to each other. So from the midpoint of the major axis on this side we go 30 mm and on the other side also we go 30 mm. This is point C and this is point D. So CD is the minor axis and AB is the major axis. So let us write that here. AB is the major axis and its length is 80 mm and CD is the minor axis having a length of 60 mm and let their intersection point be named as O. Now what we are going to do is we are going to complete this rectangle with two of its sides equal and parallel to the major axis and the remaining two sides equal and parallel to the minor axis. Okay, so we are now constructing this rectangle consisting of these two sides equal and parallel to the major axis and these two sides equal and parallel to the minor axis. Now you see the entire rectangle, while it is being constructed, it is divided into four similar parts 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 1/4 of the ellipse will be present in this part, another 1/4 here, another 1/4 here and the remaining 1/4 here. So we are going to do some construction in this part to get 1/4 of the ellipse, and the same construction can be repeated in this quadrant and this quadrant to get the total ellipse. So please pay attention and see what is the construction that we are going to do in this part to get 1/4 of the ellipse. Then you can repeat the same construction 3 more times here, here and here to get the remaining part of the ellipse. So the first thing that you have to do is you have to divide this side, you have to divide this length between A and O and this length into the same number of equal parts. Again I repeat, this length and this length have to be divided into the same number of equal parts. Means if you divide this length into 3 equal parts, this length also has to be divided into 3 equal parts only. if you divide this length into 5 equal parts, then this length also has to be divided into 5 equal parts. Similarly, if this length has to be divided, if you divide this length into 4 equal parts, this length also you have to divide into 4 equal parts. So it is better to name the corners of this rectangle that we have drawn. Let us call this point as E. Let us call this point as F. Let us call this point as G. And let us call this point as H. Okay. So this AO and EA, you are going to divide into the same number of equal parts. How many equal parts? That is up to you. Deciding that is up to you. But whatever is the number of equal parts into which you divide this segment AO, you have to divide this segment AE into the same number of equal parts. So if I divide the segment AO into 4 equal parts like this, then segment AE, this also has to be divided into 4 equal parts only. Number these division points as 1, 2, 3, and these ones as 1 dashed, 2 dashed, 3 dashed. Now what you do is you join these 3 points with this point like this, and these 3 points you join with this one. Now please pay attention. You see, this line contains the number 3, this line contains the number 3. So you extend this line up to this one. Again, this line contains the number 2, this line contains the number 2. So you extend this one up to this one. And this line contains the number 1, this line contains the number 1. So extend this line up to this one. Okay. So this is, although the drawing is not looking very accurate, one thing you should ensure that there is no change in direction here. This is simple extension of this line to meet this line at some point. Now these 3 points you name as P1, P2 and P3. So you see you already have some points on the ellipse, by joining which you will get a portion of the ellipse. Point A is one of the points on the ellipse because it is one of the ends of the major axis. Point C is another point on the ellipse because it is one of the ends of the minor axis. And on the top of these 2 points, other than these 2 points A and C, you have 3 more points lying on the ellipse, namely P1, P2 and P3. So you have 5 points by joining which, with the help of a French curve, you are going to get 1/4 of the ellipse. So that 1/4 of the ellipse can be drawn if you join all these 5 points by a smooth curve with the help of the the drawing instrument which is called as French curve. So this gives you 1/4 of the ellipse. This blue colored line gives you 1/4 of the ellipse or 1/4 of the ellipse. If you want to get the remaining ellipse, you have to repeat this construction here, here and here. So let me guide you through the entire process. So let us repeat whatever construction we have done here, let us repeat that here. So again, the first thing that you have to do is you have to divide this side OB and this side FB into the same number of equal parts. So if you divide OB into 4 equal parts, this FB also you have to divide into 4 equal parts only. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these points if you name as 4, 5 and 6, these points you have to name as 4 dashed, 5 dashed and 6 dashed. Now these 3 points you have to join with this point. So do that. And these 3 points should be joined with this one. So do that. Now this line contains the number 4. This line also contains the number 4. So produce this one or extend this one up to this line. This line contains the number 5, this line contains the number 5. So produce this one or extend this one up to this one. This line contains the number 6, this line contains the number 6. So extend this one up to here. So these 3 points that you have got, these 3 new points, you call them as P4, P5 and P6. So you see you have obtained 3 more points which are going to lie on the ellipse, P4, P5 and P6. C is a point which is going to lie on the ellipse, being one of the ends of the minor axis, and B is also going to lie on the ellipse, being one of the 2 ends of the major axis. So you have got 5 more points which you can join to get another 1/4 of the ellipse, and these 5 points are C, P4, P5, P6 and B. So these 5 points you can join to get another 1/4 of the ellipse. So I am doing the joining with the help of freehand. In the actual exercise, this should be done with the help of French curve. So another 1/4 of the ellipse we have got. Now the same construction has to be repeated twice, once here and once here, to get the remaining half of the ellipse. So when you are repeating the construction here, you have to divide this side and this side into the same number of equal parts. This side is already divided into 3 equal parts. Into 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. So this side BG you divide into 4 equal parts. And this is 4 dashed, 5 dashed, 6 dashed. So it is better to call this as 4 double dashed, 5 double dashed and 6 double dashed. Okay. And these 3 points you join with this one. And these 3 points now should be joined with the point C. Okay, so this line should be extended up to this one. This line should be extended up to this one. This line should be extended up to this one. And these 3 new points should be named as P7, P8 and P9. So you see you have 5 points to join B, D. This is one end of the major axis, this is one end of the minor axis. So both of them will lie on the ellipse, and other than those two, P7, P8, P9, these are also points which are going to lie on the ellipse. So these 5 points, if you join with the help of French curve, you are going to get another quarter of the ellipse or another 1/4 of the ellipse. And the remaining 1/4 and the remaining quarter can be obtained by repeating the construction once more in the remaining quadrant, that is in this quadrant. So when you are going to do the construction in this quadrant, you have to divide this side and this side into the same number of equal parts. This side is already divided into 4 equal parts, so this side you divide into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So you name this as 1 double dashed, this as 2 double dashed, this as 3 double dashed, to maintain parity between the nomenclature here and the nomenclature here. So after you do the division, you join these 3 points with this point D. And these 3 points you join with point C. Okay. Extend this one up to this, extend this one up to this, extend this one up to this. And as far as the numbering is concerned, you have numbered up to P9. So this one you call as P10, this one you call as P11, and this one you call as P12. So again you have got 5 points to join: D, A, P10, P11, P12. So all these 5 points are going to lie on the ellipse. Join them with the help of a French curve to complete the ellipse. And this is the method by which you can draw the ellipse with the given data, that is major axis 80 mm, minor axis 60 mm. And this method of ellipse construction is referred to as the oblong method. Okay. So if you want me to summarize the different points, I would like to do it like this. First you draw the major axis AB of the given length 80 mm. Then you draw the minor axis CD with the given length 60 mm in such a way that the major axis and minor axis are perpendicular to each other and they bisect each other at the point O. And then you construct this rectangle EFGH in such a way that EF and HG are parallel and equal to the major axis, FG and EH are parallel and equal to the minor axis. After that is done, you will see that you have got 4 quadrants, this quadrant, this quadrant, this quadrant, this quadrant, namely EAOC one quadrant, COBF another quadrant, BODG another quadrant, DOAH another quadrant. Okay, now first you take the quadrant EAOC, which will contain 1/4 of the ellipse. In this quadrant you take the sides EA and AO. Divide EA and AO into the same number of equal parts. Here EA and AO, both the sides have been divided into 4 equal parts. So after dividing EA and AO into 4 equal parts each, you number the division points here as 1, 2, 3 and the corresponding division points here as 1 dash, 2 dash and 3 dash. These 3 points you join with the point C and these 3 points you join with the point D through these lines. Now this line contains the number 3, this line contains the number 3. So this line you extend until it meets this line. This line contains the number 2. This line also contains the number 2. So you extend this line until it meets this line. This line contains the number 1. This line also contains the number 1. So you extrapolate this line till it meets this line. These 3 points you call as P1, P2, P3. So through A, C, P1, P2, P3, you draw a smooth curve with the help of French curve to get 1/4 of the ellipse. And repeat this construction in the other 3 quadrants, that is here, here and here, to get the remaining part of the ellipse. So this is how an ellipse is constructed using this method, which is referred to as the oblong method. Thank you.